Hey everyone, let me ask you a question. If you click buy on a 5-minute candle because it looks good, with no plan, no stop, no rules, are you actually trading or are you just in a digital casino wearing a chart as a disguise? Because I hate to break it to you, but most traders aren't. They are degenerate gamblers with indicators. And the market? The market is an emotional assassin that feeds on people who feel instead of people who execute. And here's the hard truth that nobody likes to hear. Most people think they're trading because they have TradingView open, because they know what the RSI is, and because they've actually watched a whole 3 YouTube videos on how to trade. But here's the truth. If your results depend on how you feel in the moment, you're gambling. Now, Mark Douglas, the author of Trading in the Zone, said it best, and I'm going to paraphrase here. Anything that is not rule-based is emotional, and emotions in the markets. Let's talk about the 5-minute chart because this is where dreams go to die. 5-minute candles, they move very fast, they create a lot of noise, they are triggering dopamine, and they punish people who hesitate. Most people in low time frames, they chase candles, they enter late, they move their stop losses, they revenge trade, they overtrade, not because they're bad traders, but because the time frame amplifies emotion. The faster the chart, the faster your psychology breaks. That's not an opinion. That's just pure fact. And let me make this painfully clear. This is where you can differentiate gambling versus trading. Gambling looks like this. You enter a trade in the middle of this green candle because it just feels right. You just got a feeling it's going to pump. You change your stop losses in the middle of the trade because you see some weakness. Then you watch your P&L tick by tick go in the opposite direction. You hope the market comes back. Maybe you double down. Guess what? You hope it comes back and you need to win this trade. You just need it. But you get liquidated instead. However, trading actually looks like you have a predefined entry. You have a fixed risk per trade. You know your risk/reward ratio before clicking buy, whether that be 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, whatever, anything above 1. You have the same execution every time for every trade, and you actually get to the point where outcome doesn't matter. Again, the author of the book says it best. You don't need to know what will happen next. You only need to know that anything can happen. So here's the truth. Gamblers need certainty, but traders only need to trade in probability. And I say it all the time. You can win 50% of the time, and you can still be profitable if you control your risk. Now, here's why higher time frames actually save traders. So we're in the 5-minute candle. We're on the 5-minute chart. So let's look at the 15-minute chart. Not necessarily a higher time frame, but it's starting to look a little bit more clean, right? Then let's go to the 1-hour chart. Okay. Now let's go to the 4-hour chart. So what do you notice every single time? Look, it's very clear. You have less noise, you have cleaner market structure, you have fewer decisions to make, and there's less emotional interference. Because in higher time frames, you can plan your trades, you wait, you execute once, and then you walk away. And suddenly, you stop reacting and you start operating. And this is why profitable traders look boring. Boring is profitable. Excitement is expensive. Here's the simple truth that not a lot of people will tell you. Traders get paid to wait. Okay? This is how we make money as traders. Again, back to the author, Mark Douglas. And I honestly recommend everybody read this book, okay? He doesn't teach you entries here, but he teaches you consistency. And not to go through the whole book, but in essence, his core ideas are basically every trade is independent. Losses are part of the edge. Discipline beats intelligence. And confidence comes from rules, not wins. If you're trading 5-minute candles without any rules, guess what? It's not going to go well for you because you're not building confidence. You're building trauma. Real traders don't ask, am I going to win this trade? No. They only ask, did I execute my system correctly? Did I follow my rules? That's how you trade in the zone. So let me take you with this idea, okay? Take this home with you. Are you trying to be right every single time, or are you trying to be consistent? Because I can tell you that consistent will win every single time over the long term. Because the market doesn't care how smart you are. It only rewards discipline. And this is why consistency will beat talent every single time. If this actually hits home for you, follow me and wait for the next video. I hope you got some value, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.